There are several alternatives to a basic histogram that are useful for emphasizing different aspects of a distribution of numbers. To get started, here is some sample data consisting of a list of temperature measurements, and for reference, here's a basic histogram of that data. One common alternative to this basic histogram is a probability density or PDF histogram, which is similar to the basic histogram, but in the PDF histogram, the vertical axis is labeled with the fraction of the total number of measurements rather than with the count in each bin. This type of histogram is specified by including PDF as the third argument in the histogram function. PDF stands for probability density function. The second argument in the histogram function specifies the width of the bins. Using automatic as the second argument causes the histogram to be constructed using the default width for the bins. It's also possible using that second argument to specify some other width. For example, this gives a PDF histogram using bins with a width of 0.5 degrees. Labeling the vertical axis with the fraction of measurements in each bin is useful if the quantity of interest is, for example, the fraction of days that the temperature falls in a particular range, or an estimate of the probability of the temperature falling in a particular range. Another alternative to the basic histogram is a cumulative count histogram, which, like the basic histogram, starts by counting the number of measurements in a set of bins, but instead of displaying the number of measurements in each bin, the cumulative count histogram shows the number of measurements in each bin plus the sum of the measurements in all previous bins. The cumulative count histogram is specified by including cumulative count as the third argument in the histogram function. A cumulative count histogram is useful when the purpose of the chart is to show, for example, the total number of temperatures less than a certain value, such as the number of temperatures less than 30 degrees. There is also a cumulative density or CDF histogram, which is specified by using CDF as the third argument in the histogram function. CDF is an abbreviation for cumulative density function. The cumulative density histogram shows the same bars as the cumulative count histogram, but as in the PDF histogram, the vertical axis in the CDF histogram is labeled to show fractions rather than counts.